Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my makeup look today. It's really dark. It's a little bit like different than what I usually do. I did a dark like black and red ombre lip. And as always, all of the products that I'm using today on my face are going to be listed down in the description box below. I've got me an iced coffee. And for once, I'm not filming during my lunch break. I'm filming in the evening after I've come home from work. So I have like a little bit more time for this video right now. The shirt that I'm wearing today, I'll show you my whole outfit at the end. But the shirt that I'm wearing is this Reputation shirt. It's like distressed. It's got like some tears and stuff in it. So I wanted to base the makeup off of that and do it a little bit like, you know, dramatic is what I'm trying to say. But I'm not going to call it like grungy because I feel like people will kill me if I call it that and I don't do it authentically. So I'm just... but you know what I'm trying to say. For primer, I'm using the Too Faced Hangover Primer and Setting Spray. Sometimes I like to even spray this on my hands and then just like put it on my face like you would a regular like primer, because that way I don't get my hair all wet. For this look, I'm going to stick to like matte for the most part. Matte skin, matte foundation. For foundation, I'm going in with the Tarte Face Tape Foundation. I have the shade 15S Fair Light Sand. I noticed that when I show these, my camera has really bad autofocus, so when I show these things up close, I realize back when I go back to edit that it does not focus on them quite often. It does not focus on what I'm holding up. This looks extremely pale on camera, and it is a little bit pale in real life, but this foundation darkens up a little bit as it dries, so I'm not gonna like add any contour or anything to like try to darken it up because I'm just gonna wait to see if I need to add some contour later. Someone's killing a dog in there. I'm joking. This is my current go-to concealer. It's the CoverGirl one, the Trublend Undercover Concealer, and I have the shade L100 Fair Porcelain. Not too much. I always start with just like a little bit, and then if I need more afterwards, you know, you can add some more like right where you need it. I pick out my outfits at the beginning of the week. On Sunday evenings usually, I'll pick out my outfits for the week. And Sunday, this past Sunday as of me filming this, it was the Grammys. But we were expecting Taylor to announce the Reputation re-recording. It's a Taylor's version, but she did not. She announced a whole new album, and I'm so excited for it. But I had already picked out this rep outfit, and I was planning to like wear this after she announced it. But I'm still going with like my original plan for this outfit, which was quite like a kind of dramatic brownie black eye look and some dark lipstick. I'm gonna set my face with the RCMA loose powder, and I'm using it on a little powder puff that I have to press it into my skin. And I am going to do this over my whole face. Usually I just press it into like underneath the eyes. However, I want to build up a little bit of powder so that it will make my foundation more matte. I'm thinking of doing a series on my channel here where I do a different, I'm sure other people have done this, or I do a different makeup look for each of Taylor's albums. Like theme it to like the album colors, you know, like gold for Fearless, or red for Red. I'm also thinking of doing something that's not makeup related. I really want to do like a tier list ranking of all of her albums. Not the albums, but the songs on the albums. I could do the albums too. The thing with the albums is they would like all go into S tier. With the songs, because there's way more options, I have my favorites, of course. Okay, so we got our face, you know, sufficiently matte. For the eyes, I'm using a palette that I'm sure most people have, the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. It's got a wide variety. I'm gonna start with some liner, and I've got this one from Kat Von D. It's called the Basket Case Liner from Kat Von D. It was a collab with Green Day like a few years ago, and it's one of the few liners that I can tightline with and it doesn't irritate my eyes. So I'm going to just line underneath my eyes, kind of haphazardly, and then do the same to the upper. I'm lining on top of it, but also kind of blending this eyeliner, you know, above it. And then I'm gonna come back and blend this all out in a little bit. I'm gonna go in with a smaller, denser brush. This is called an eye shading brush. This is by Lavish, but any like smaller, denser brush will work. And I'm going to start on the bottom, and I'm just going to blend this eyeshadow back and forth, eyeliner, and just start blending it. It's gonna take a minute because it's, you know, but it'll start blending out. Same with the upper lid. I'm going to just take this and just start moving this eyeliner around. I've got it a little bit more blended out, so I'm gonna start going with some shadows and keep blending as I go. I want the lid to be quite dark, so I'm taking that same brush. I'm going in with the shade Black Market from the Urban Decay palette. patting it on the lid over top of that eyeliner. Go into the inner corner as well, but not the complete, like not completely to here. Going back and forth like this after I place it all. Now I'm gonna take a fluffier brush for my eyes, and I'm not going to add any more shadow just yet. I'm going to just start blending out the edges of the shadow on my lids and just blending it back and forth and dragging it up a little bit as I blend it. I'm going to take the shade Dagger. It's still a quite dark gray, but it's a little bit lighter than the shade we were working with, and just start blending that into the crease and up. I'm taking some more of the shade Black Market on this brush so that I can just darken up the shadow that goes above. I'm putting this into my crease and then just blending it upwards a little bit. So to add a little bit more darkness to the shadow that's being, pulled towards my eyebrows. Cleaning the brush off and then just blending the edges of this out. For the lower lash line, I'm using a more pencil type brush, taking the shade Black Market again, putting this on top of that liner on my lower lash line, connecting it to the top shadow, and I'm taking this all the way into my inner corner even. And then I'm kind of gonna start pulling it down a little bit below my eye. Going back to the fluffy brush, I'm gonna blend this even farther down, taking the shade Dagger on the pencil brush, putting that right on top of the liner. When I place it, I'm placing it first and then using the fluffier side of the brush to pull it down a little bit. So now what I'm gonna do is go in with the liner that I had used earlier, and I'm going to tightline my lower and upper waterline. Smaller brush again, going back into the Black Market shade and just kind of using that to, blend the tightline with my lower shadow on there. I am going to highlight my inner corner, but I'm not going to use anything shimmery. I'm going to go in with the lightest shade in the palette, called the lightest matte shade. It's called 13. It's just a light nude, and I'm going to take this and just kind of place it just to brighten it. I've only had a little bit of fallout with this shadow so far. Not bad at all, and I'm going to just take a completely empty brush and just flick away that shadow. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows, and I'm going to use a dark brown from the same palette. Just, you can use whatever you usually use, but the shade is Whiskey. Taylor's new album is called The Tortured Poets Department, coming out like middle April 19th, so almost end of April. I'm so excited. I'm claiming the track Florida because it's where I live and it's where I saw her in concert for the first time ever. I wish I had like black nails polish on, but I have like the lightest. I didn't realize this, but for my nails this week I was planning to do like a light sheer pink, but I didn't have like that type of polish. It's 3 different polishes layered, but it turned out to be like a shiny white, which turns out that is the color scheme of Taylor's new album. And I did these on Saturday before she announced it. So that was kind of like my little homemade Easter egg. Put on some setting spray really quickly. Once the setting spray dries, I am going to add a little touch of blush because I feel like I just look so pale and washed out. But that is kind of the look I'm going for, but I still want to add a little bit of blush so I don't look like, dead. I've got this one from e.l.f. I don't think they sell it anymore, but it's just a pale, like peachy blush with a little bit of gold reflect. And I'm putting on the smallest amount of this. Mascara is next. This is my current go-to mascara, the Milani Lash Extensions Mascara. I really like this stuff a lot. I'm not adding any highlighter. I'm going to do a little bit of a brow bone highlight, but the same one that I used for my inner corner. It's just a matte nude. I'm going to just place a little bit of this underneath my eyebrows. For lips, I am going to do something a little bit, quite dark. I'm going to do a dark red faded into black because I want to line them with a black. I don't have a black lip liner. I have black eyeliner, so I want to line them with a black eyeliner pencil. This is the Tarte Sex Kitten liner. So I'm lining that, and I'm also dragging the liner in a little bit. And when I line my lips, I overline them a little bit on the sides here and in the middle on the bottom. I don't really overline them any more than that. The lipstick that I'm going over the top of this with is a dark red. It is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's just their liquid lipstick. The shade is Sarafine. I'm going over top of this with a lighter red because I want more of the red to show as opposed to the black. This is the same type of liquid lipstick. This is a different shade. The shade on this one is American Doll. This is kind of just like a everyday, just like true red color. I'm gonna just put this over top of the whole lip. These are beautiful reds. The thing with the Anastasia lipsticks is the colors are gorgeous. I have a few of them. The formula is a bit drying. This is the completed look. It's just very dark. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone. I really like it. It's like kind of exactly what I was picturing. I'm going to show you my outfit today. It's not like my usual style. It's a bit different than my usual style. This is the I Did Something Bad shirt. I have my just my black skinny jeans on, and I have my really tall boots that I absolutely love. And I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you want to see more content from me, subscribe to my channel. You can see more videos I post. I post Mondays and Thursdays every single week. And I will see you in my next video.